Alrighty, so now I'm about to do the macaroni and cheese. Turn these green beans down a little bit. I done put some green beans on, so I'm gonna turn them down just a tad bit. And we're about to get into this mac and cheese. Now, when your mac and cheese, when your mac noodles get a little stiff, because they've been sitting on to the side, all you gotta do is put a little cold water. Cold causes stuff to tighten up and contract. So when you're dealing with cold stuff, you know, like I always tell people when I'm rinsing their head with the conditioner. When I'm rinsing their head with conditioner, you're supposed to rinse your head with cold water, and that way, hold on, let me get the lid. Pour this water off for the noodles. Because I had them sitting off to the side while I was doing the crab cakes. So the crab cakes are done. I'm about to get into these noodles. Whenever I make macaroni and cheese, I always think about my godmother. Like, she was the first person that I used to see, like, used to really get into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she used to make, my bad, y'all, I got the pan in front of the drawer. So, got your little noodles. And I would say put the shrimp in there, because normally, like, if it's the big wild caught shrimp, I'll just put, I'll, saute them, cook them and all that. But these are little small ones, so these will be done in 5 minutes. So you can put them in there raw. The little $5 joints I was telling y'all, I got from Giants. Then we doing the imitation crab meat. I got the leg style. Normally I get the flaky, but I'm like, why am I getting the flaky when I gotta cut it up anyway? So it's no point in me getting the flaky when I gotta cut it up anyway. So got the shrimp in there, and then you just cut the little imitation crab meat is what you use, because if you use regular crab meat, the taste is not strong enough. The mac and cheese overpowers the flavor of the crab meat, so it's a total waste to me to put real crab meat in there. To me, in my eyes, you can still do it if you want to be fancy, but I'm only putting like a couple little crab meat. I like these on top of salads too. They are so good on top of a salad. And the gas stove don't play around. When you got a gas stove, you gotta almost turn it off so not to overcook. Alright, so now again, I'm not no restaurant chef or nothing like that. I just know, as y'all can see, I love to eat, so I just know what food supposed to taste like. So put that in there. Then you're gonna sprinkle a little bit of my favorite. Y'all already know Nature Season should endorse my food, because all I do is talk about Nature Season. I love Nature Season so much. I'm not a big salt person, and Bolo will tell you that. I'm not really big on salt. I'm not really. We're going to put a little salt in there. Just a little bit of salt. We're going to put a little bit of black pepper in there. Like I said, I don't measure nothing out. I just sprinkle. Then we're going to put a little Old Bay in there. Shake a little. Just like if you shaking some salt on your french fries. That's what you do. Just shake a little bit of seasoning on it. Okay. Now, I don't do a whole bunch of nothing in there. You know what I'm saying? So, stir it up. serve it. I don't know how people be cooking a whole bunch of food for a whole bunch of people, because my arms be tired with this one little pan right here. This one little pan be having me tired. And I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of almond milk on there. Like I say, I don't measure nothing out. I just pour it. Now, let me tell you what I learned about. I like to use heavy cream sometimes too. Heavy cream is real good in macaroni and cheese, crab pies, or whatever you want to make. Heavy whipping cream is delicious. Alright, so what I learned by watching YouTube the other day. Shredded cheese has a plastic non-stick coating on it. It's a name for it. Where I don't know if it's an anti-coating agent that they put on the cheese so that the cheese won't clump together. So they say it's best if you're trying to, get away from a whole bunch of artificial things and stuff like that, is to get the block cheese. When you get the block cheese, it don't have nothing in it but the regular ingredients. And even what I learned just today was that cheese is supposed to be white. So when you get yellow cheese, it has yellow flavoring in it. I mean, it has yellow coloring in it. So you don't want to get that. You don't want to deal with that. I'm getting yet another knife, and that's what I do. I just be using up all the daggone dishes, y'all. I be using them all up. But I just found out that they add coloring to the cheese to make it yellow. So cheese is now. What you can do, you can cut the cheese out regular, or you can use a grater if you want to. You want to use a grater, you want to make it shredded. My thing is, when you buy the shredded cheese, I noticed that the shredded cheese is not thick enough to stay on top, so it melts and goes down to the bottom. So I was like, why I put a whole bag of cheese in there, and it don't look like I put no cheese, that much cheese in it. Because you got to get the block cheese so it can be kind of thick, and it melt real good. But this is the Cracker Barrel. They got it on sale today. Extra sharp white cheese, meaning that they didn't add no coloring to the cheese. I don't need my cheese to be yellow. And now it makes me not even want no cheese from nowhere else, because what's the point of putting yellow, making the cheese look yellow? Like, is that supposed to be more tantalizing, more appealing, or what? So, because I want my macaroni and cheese to be cheesy, I'm going to put the whole thing in there. And what I'll do is, after I mix it all up, I'll shred a few strands to put on top. But as far as the inside of the mac and cheese goes, it's going to have a lot of cheese in the inside. If you don't like cheese, you don't want none of this. So I do this. So I cut it up. Take a little butter too. I used to watch my grandmother do this. Cut up some butter to mix in there too. Put a couple little chunks of butter in there. And this the sweet cream butter too. So just a couple little chunks. You want to put in there. I'm going to keep this knife because I might need it for something. Alright, so we're going to mix the cheese and then like make it like a cheese surprise. Like once you dig in that joint, you're like, ooh. Look at all this cheese and butter in this joint. So that's what I do with it. Push some down in there. And you just have like little gushy cheese moments. You dig into it and you see a piece of cheese. And you're going to see a piece of cheese, but it's going to be melted. So you're just sticking the cheese down in there so all of it can get some cheese. I normally put scallops in here too and clam juice, but I ain't do none of that today because I was like, I don't feel like all that extra. I just want just a little bit. I don't know, every now and again I crave some macaroni and cheese. So if you want your cheese to be grated, all you gotta do is buy you one of these, and it'll grate the cheese for you, so that it won't be, you know, you ain't gotta go through whatever the extra stuff that they gotta do to make the cheese not stick together in the bag that's shredded. And I started to get it after I learned. The thing about me is once I learn something new, it's hard for me to go back to the old, especially if I feel like it was something, you know, important that we never knew. I never knew that cheese is supposed to be white. Am I the only one that didn't know that? So we're going to put the cheese on top. I don't know if I'm holding this right or not, because this string is hurting my hand. So just for the top, because like I said, the rest of it is in the inside. I have a cheese lover. They say cheese not good for you, but if you cut out some of them extra things that they putting in there, it might be alright. Okay. Okay, so the cheese is all grated. Cheese is all grated. All I want to do is take it and spread it around. Because when you deal with cheese and you see how it is when you get the block cheese, how it does really stick together, they need that in order for them to put the shredded cheese in the bag and for it to stay loose. Which one day I shredded some cheese and put it inside of a bag to see, you know, what it would do. So there go my cheese on top of there. Oh, guess what I forgot? I forgot the daggone egg. So now I'm going to have to shred some more cheese on top. Oh. See, that's what I was saying about when you have it out. See, I took the eggs out. If I would have never took the eggs out, I would have forgot to put the eggs in the daggone macaroni and cheese. It probably would have still stuck together because of all that cheese in there, but still. Put some eggs in there real fast. Dang, that's why I said you have to pull everything out that you're gonna need. And I don't want it to be too stiff, so I'm only gonna use 2 eggs. I don't want it to be real stiff. I look over to the left and see the daggone eggs over there. I'm like, hold up, Gigi, you done sealed the deal, put the cheese on top, and you didn't even put the daggone eggs in it. God darn it. I'm having fun washing all these dishes I'm using. Sure, I might have just pour the egg on there and don't have to worry about all of that. Nah, I'm gonna have to mix it in. I have to mix it all up again, y'all. Gotta mix it all up again. It is what it is. God dog it. Whoop. Yeah, one thing I know, if you put too many eggs in it, it's gonna be stiff. You don't want no stiff macaroni and cheese. Just wanted to stick together just a little tad bit. Probably if I would have mixed the eggs and the milk together, then I would have remembered. Cause you know that's what they do in a little box. So regardless of what, to me, you don't never have enough cheese. In my eyes, you never have enough. It's never too much cheese. Okay. see what she got going on. Okay. I think that's good. All the noodles look wet, like they got a little bit of something going on with them. Taking them green beans off. Change love. Impossible is God's chance to work a miracle. Hey, so y'all think I should put some more cheese on top of these since I messed that up? I don't know, it might be alright. I might not need more cheese. It is. It ain't over until God says it's done. No. Just a little bit more seasoning on top, just to make sure it got a little flavor. The other day I didn't have no aluminum foil, so I put it in the. I made some mac and cheese. Not the other day. I think it was like a week or so ago. And I had no aluminum foil, so I put it in the oven anyway. I threw the whole pan away because it was horrible. I threw the whole pan of macaroni. I ate some of it, but then I threw the rest. Ain't nobody about to eat that hard, them hard noodles. It was all hard. I was like, I'm not about to do that. I put that joint in the oven. Now everything is everything. Now it's time to clean up. Now it's time to wash these dishes. Alright, y'all. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I cooks. I eats. I loves food. Yeah. I'm gonna keep trying to drink my tea, drink the shrink, which I told y'all I got the coffee. So if y'all want to try the coffee, I'm gonna try the coffee myself. It say morning or noon. You can have this. Matter of fact, I'm about to boil me some water. I'm about to have me some coffee now. I'm about to try it out because I think I drank it when I first started, like a year ago. I drank some coffee. But I'm not a coffee drinker, so I would rather drink the tea than the coffee. So, and I do have my little waist train on. Y'all see my stomach trying to poke through. But the magical part about when you drink the tea, it takes all of that that underneath bloating and all that waste and all that, and it gets rid of it. So if you do put a waist trainer on, you don't look pregnant. Like the girl was saying the other day, she said, you're supposed to look pregnant in the waist trainer. No, you're not supposed to look pregnant in the waist trainer. It's supposed to align everything. And then I like to put my shorts on. So when I put my shorts on, the shorts even make this part look even flatter. But it only can do that if you remove the waste and the bloating from underneath, which when you drink the tea, I don't know about the coffee yet, but when you drink the tea, it gets rid of all of that. So that when you do put a waist train on, it actually pulls to that. Like my stomach even going even more. But this is the size waist train that I got. But like I said, at least detox. At least clean yourself out. All right, y'all. Deuces.